Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. My hair is a mess, we all know this, is all established. My hair, not very good. But my makeup, I personally really do like my makeup today. I feel like it looks colorful, it's fun, and I actually used a palette that I haven't used in a very long time. You probably might recognize this, the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette from Morphe. I used some of the brights in here and I'm really satisfied with how this look turned out. This is going to be a tutorial with, of course, this palette right here. I do hope you guys end up enjoying it and finding it interesting. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial today. I have several products that I haven't been using and I want to use, like stat. Because the running theme of my life right now, well, not my life, but like the running theme of my makeup user experience is to basically like look into my collection and seeing what I have, seeing what I don't have, but mostly seeing what I have and just trying to use up my makeup, trying to make sure that I have an understanding of what I have. Because I feel like a lot of times it is so easy to forget that, because honestly, like when you look at social media, whenever you look at YouTube and things, brands and business has a hand in like almost everything you see. So if you are basically like looking at an advertisement, if you're looking at a magazine, you are hit with the narrative that these big brands, big and small brands, want to portray. People want, like businesses want you to think that you need to buy from them. They want you to think that in order to basically have all the things you want in life, you need to purchase from their company, you need to purchase from the brands. But honestly, it's just, no, that's not the case. Like, that's not true. So I'm going to go into more of that in this video, but I'm just going to show you the palette that I'm going to be using today. I'm thinking that I can use like some other single shadows because this is the palette, right? The Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette that you guys probably already own. And if you don't own, guess what? Just use what you already have in your collection. You don't need to buy this palette. This palette has been around forever, and right now, at the moment, I wouldn't actually recommend getting this because it's like over now. Like nobody's going to be as obsessed with this palette as they used to be. I believe that this brush is relatively clean, so I'm just going to be taking this turquoise color right here. Haven't used this particular color in ages, I will say that. So I definitely want to create like a colorful look today. I want it to be like really just like my style, and with this palette, not gonna lie, you have a lot of potential to create a lot of neutral looks, which is what I want. So I'm going to go and try and create a really colorful look today. I'm gonna pick up a flat brush, and I'm looking at this and I kind of want to do like a brow bone highlight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to mix this pink color with this color right here, and I'm just going to stamp this into my brow bone. Just use whatever highlight shade you have. You don't have to use these exact shades. I haven't done a brow bone highlight in ages, and I'm mixing these two colors because I kind of want to create like a cool tone look, but at the same time, since my skin is so light at the moment, I do want to make sure that it's a blingy and highlighting effect, which is why I'm mixing it in with a lighter shade. Okay, so I think that we're looking pretty good so far. I'm going to flip this brush over. I'm just going to use this side, which is a lot cleaner. And I'm going to dip into this deep, dark green color right here. And this is going to go into my outer corner. These mattes are pretty good. They're not like the best in my collection, I don't think. And I definitely don't see myself like reaching for this palette a lot because, let's just be honest, like this is not necessarily my style at the moment. But like, you know, these are good mattes. Like if you have this palette, there's like really no reason why you shouldn't like reach for it. But then at the same time, if you don't have this palette and there's like literally like only a few colors that you see yourself using, there's no need to actually get this palette. I really want the running theme of this look to be quite turquoisey, to be quite like bright, even though we do have some shades deepening things up. So I want to dip in with like this little tiny fluffy brush into this turquoise color right here, and I'm just going to use this to sort of like border, the dark green color. I'm just going to use it to sort of like blend things out and buff things in. That sounds so weird and that makes no sense, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go back in with this brush and dip it in to some of the green, and I'm just going to deepen things up. I'm going to buff things in again because I want this to be a little bit more seamless. It's looking pretty good, but like on camera is looking kind of funky, so there's that. I'm going back in with some more of the turquoise. I'm really quickly going to do the rest of my face. I'm just going to use a touch of foundation because I don't like this area. I don't know if I mentioned this on camera before, but like, I believe it was a few days ago, I had some blackheads in this area, so I was trying to extract them, and for some reason, like, I mean, I think I know why, but like, my skin got like really just bad. So this is why I shouldn't be playing dermatologist with my face, because it's just not a good idea. I mean, like, I was trying to be careful. Like, it's not like I'm not careful. Like, I literally was like steaming. I was basically trying to like be very gentle, and sometimes I guess that doesn't really work out too well. So anyway, I am going to be going in with a flat brush in that specific area so I can like get some more coverage there, and honestly might as well just cover some other areas as well. Maybe around my nose especially. And then I'm going to be going in with like a little bit of a buffing brush and just even it out. Then I'm going to be dipping into this palette again and picking up this beautiful turquoise color, which is actually quite lovely, and this is going to get stamped into my lower lash line. I also like to, in a lot of my looks, just take the lower lash line color and then I just like to blend it up into the top eyelid, so it kind of gets a little bit more cohesive. And then I'm going to be going in with some glitter glue, with some glitter primer, and I'm just going to like dab a little bit into the center part of my lid. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I have left that portion blank because I did see myself applying like a metallic in that area later on. And the metallic that I'm going to be using is this one right here, like this beautiful like just shimmery turquoise color. Then to clean things up a bit, I'm going to be taking this brush, dipping it into just a little bit of that green, and just like cleaning up and smoking out the edges of that metallic. Okay, I think that this is looking quite beautiful. I'm going to go in with this like tiny little brush from earlier, and I'm just going to pick up that turquoise and I'm going to deposit it into the inner portion of my crease. And then I'm going to be using the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Cheap Date as an inner corner highlight. The way I usually do my inner corner highlight is simply by applying a thinner layer first, just pushing it around, spreading it with my fingertips, and then I go in with a little bit more of a concentrated hand. I like to like just put the highlight specifically where I want it to be the most beaming, and that's how I create this kind of like a highlighted look that is kind of blended but not really. I mean, I know it sounds so weird, but that's just like how I have like just figured out like what looks best on me, and I think I'm going to go in with a little bit more. So I'm just going to take some more on my fingertip again and just really concentrate it specifically where I want the light to really be reflecting off of my inner corner. Alright, I absolutely love like wet looking eyeshadows, and like this particular shade from Colourpop, it's a wet looking and it's absolutely beautiful and I absolutely love it. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm applying some winged liner. I feel like this look needed that, and yes, these wings are going to be ginormous, and no, they're not going to be done well. Now I'm going to be going in with some colored liner. I just found a blue liner in my collection. I'm just going to use that, and this is going to be lined in my waterline. I feel like this kind of like just brings the look together a little bit, and All in all, I feel like it's kind of like a turquoisey, greeny look, but then I feel like the blue is like a hit of a different color, and I really do like that. So I put some mascara on, and now I'm just going to wait for my lashes to get tacky, and while I'm doing that, I'm just going to put on some highlighter. I'm using the Maui Beauty Effortlessly Airbrushed Highlighter in the shade Stardust. To add a little bit more reflection and just some kapow, I'm going to be going into this palette right here, and I'm just going to take like this light highlight color, and this is going to go right on top. I mean, yeah, this highlighter is absolutely beautiful, but I still want to like add some more reflection in my cheekbone area. And now for my false lashes, I'm going to be using the House of Lashes Iconic Lights. And of course, it's very essential to do my lower lash mascara. Sometimes I forget it, and whenever I do forget it, I look at the footage from my videos and I'm like, Anya, what has gotten into you? What is going on? Honey, what's up? Then I'm going to put a little bit of bronzer on just to contour my face a little bit and add some color. And for lip liner, I'm using the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Sienna. On top, to just like give like a little bit of like an orangey brown lip, I'm putting on a clear gloss. The gloss that I'm using is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Diamond Milk. But yes, this is the finished look. My hair looks awful, but this is the finished makeup look. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it interesting. I love how this look turned out. I mean, I was kind of debating on doing like a bright lip, but then I was like, I kind of really want to go for like the orangey brownie kind of lip. So I feel like this came together beautifully. Thank you so much for staying with me and watching this video till the end. I do hope you enjoyed it and found it entertaining and informative, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye guys.